Well, it seemed like everything was going well until here in a second. I just picked up this pile. I'm dropping this pile of brush off. And right about here, I'm backing up and I hit a bump. And it was so violent that my boom cracked my window.
Okay, Mecalac, this just happened. And it was the shaking of this that broke this window. I was backing up. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mecalac. There was no warning about this. My boom fractured my window because it wasn't sucked all the way back, and I was backing up and it was bumpy side to side and it cracked the window.
Alright, I was putting this video together from Mecalac to repair this broken window, and as I'm stitching this video together, I realize what happened. Alright, there's been some clues in this video already, but let's see if you can figure out why my window busted. This was not Mecalac's fault. There was no faulty engineering. The boom didn't destroy my window, but it's something that I did that caused this to happen. That pop you just heard was the track nearly derailing, and I was in such a hurry I needed to get back that I had been ignoring it. I knew I needed to tighten my track. You can hear it happen again a couple of times right here. And you're about to hear a loud pop is where you can hear the track nearly pop off. Now, I didn't know this, but my track had not been adjusted in a little bit. I hadn't adjusted my track, and it was loose, and it had been popping, and with all the stuff going on, I didn't really notice that it was popping because of a loose track. So that's when this thing happened, and it was me backing up, and the track almost popped off, and it vibrated the machine so violently that the window simply shattered. It wasn't my boom hitting the window, it was just the vibratory shock of that track almost popping off while I'm going backward at full speed. This is where my track had actually popped off. I mean, I had one or two more loads, and I was gonna load this thing up and head home, and it popped off. Thankfully, this lady that I was doing some work for, her dad used to work for CAT, and he's put derailed tracks back on many times. Here's the cool part, and for some reason the video stopped recording. We tried this tractor to get it on, and going back and forth with the track. What ended up actually fixing my track was the Mecalac itself. I actually got a chain, and with my boom pulled my track back on straight. I put the dozer blade down, had the left side lifted up, was pulling a chain and also forwarding the left track, and it was able to get itself back on. I greased it back up. It was a pretty cool experience. I learned a lot by doing stuff the wrong way sometimes, but this was the end result, and I'm going to keep those tightened up to machine specs. And I promise I won't let this happen again. If you've made it this far, is it Mecalac's fault or is it my fault before I recorded this video or before I was stitching this together? I thought it was Mecalac's fault, and I was gonna send this to one of the guys at Mecalac. And after I figured out what's happening, just gonna bite the bullet. I've already got a window on its way. The track is tightened, but the answer is, whose fault was it? Well, I'll tell you, it was an idiot that looks just like me. In fact, it was me. Keep your tracks tightened. Mecalac comes with a tool, and you're supposed to measure between the slackness of the track and the third idler pulley. It's really easy, and I'd done it plenty of times. I just let it get loose. Cool experience. I learned a lot, and hopefully you will too if you watch this video.